Hi everyone, my name is Justin and this is my multimodal trailer for EDM8013 that I've titled Developing STEAM Literacies on a Pathway to Improved Technologies Education. You see, what I did is I went and tried to find an issue that related to my teaching area, which is technologies, and a passion of mine, which is STEAM. And I found a paper by ASA, a report, which highlighted falling levels of STEAM achievement, but also increasing demand for STEAM literacy. And I pictured a graph and I noticed that there would be a crossover at some point where literacy demand would be higher than the current achievement. Now, that was also shared by Engineers Australia when they said future workforce needs and growing digital literacy were the reasons for the importance that digital literacies across the curriculum and across year levels were highly stressed by Engineers Australia as a group, as a company. So I came up with this thesis statement. It's pretty huge. This research will provide insight into where the curriculum reform is moving in the right direction and how diverse learners are also able to develop STEAM literacies and engage in technologies education. So before we launch into the research, I just thought I'd define really quickly 4 ideas. So we have STEAM. Traditionally, it's been STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But having art in there is a very important balancing idea, a very important balancing literacy that comes into to make STEM STEAM, just that little bit more creative side of things. We have socio-technical literacy, which is defined as the interplay between society, technology, and culture, socio-technical. We have visual literacy, which is the interpretation, analysis, solving, creation, and communication of visual thinking. So literacy relating to that visual element. And digital literacies as the language of technology, coding, and the preparation of appropriately worded technical documents. And that plays into 4 research studies, research papers that I want to just highlight for you right here, right now. That top one there, critical socio-technical literacy. Well, the authors here were saying that engineering traditionally has been a highly technical or technically capable learning area, and to bring that socio-technical literacy in there as an added element, I guess it's a little bit touching on that art side of things, but what it does is it says you're creating a technology to an engineer. That's great. How does it fit into society? How does it play into culture? How does it work with the environment? So it's a really important future thinking literacy element that needs to be brought into engineering education. The second and third ones there both deal with the visual literacy idea, and I guess part of their research was saying that the use of digital technologies, while it's enhancing that technical skill, creating visual content is also going to be a part of using those digital technologies. So you see how it works together. But with a focus on competence for educators was highlighted there as well. So upskilling the teachers so that they can apply digital learning opportunities in the classroom. So taking things that were previously relevant to arts, marketing, creative industries, but bringing them across to the changing engineering landscape, engineering education, to include that focus on visual literacies for more effective visual communication. That final article there, we're talking about the use of software and applications, creating that capacity for lifelong learning using technology, engaging in a range across all of STEAM as well, but also engaging with really cool emerging technologies of augmented reality, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence. So that's where the researchers sit. Now into the curriculum side of things. So back to that article, Engineers Australia, that I mentioned in the introduction. Uh, they actually submitted this to ACARA, a review of the curriculum, and they said, look, we're happy with where digital literacies is sitting, the progression, the capabilities, the way that it's laid out, that it's meant to be taught to students. They were happy with the way that that looked for the future of engineering, for the future of STEAM. They did, however, say that they thought that there was a missed opportunity where grade 8 was the end of compulsory technologies education, and so suggested that maybe there could be an integrated curriculum to grade 12. Interesting point of view. But then onto that ASA report there, the challenges in STEM learning in Australian schools. Well, they only say STEM, they don't say STEAM. So that's possibly one place where they would fall down. But one of the challenges that they did highlight was it's great that we have STEAM clubs. We do. We have clubs, we have challenges, we have activities, but they don't run when a lot of people can actually attend. They're optional extracurricular activities. And so if you've got a capacity to pay, time to attend, or if you have an existing interest, they work fantastic. But equitable access is what falls down. So creating equitable opportunities, that's where STEAM really needs to be encouraged, because it's people, it's students in rural and remote communities, it's Aboriginal Torres Strait Islanders, it's girls when it comes to STEAM, traditionally not engaging. It's lower socioeconomic students because of the limited transport options. If it's outside of school hours, how do they get to and from? Maybe they don't have an interest in STEAM. And so if it's not presented to them when they're engaged, they opt out, they choose something else. The lack of female role models, in particular when it comes to girls, and that is changing as more females are coming through with STEM careers, but big issue when it comes to girls. Who are they going to look up to say, yeah, I want to do that? What if they don't have the capacity to pay? What if they've got limited access to certain technologies outside of that club environment? Well, that's not providing those equitable opportunities. It's only providing those opportunities for people with the capacity to pay, time to attend, people with an existing interest. So we need to change this. Putting the research together, I really feel that there is scope to increase capacity for STEAM literacies. I do. I think there's capacity to increase it across curriculum areas, as literacy is a general capability, but STEAM literacies in particular, but also increasing it in technologies education, designer technologies and digital technologies. I think the future is really exciting for STEAM literacies in that space. I think the curriculum reform is on track. I agree with Engineers Australia when they say that the progression is there, but it's on track. It still needs to be implemented, and that is the key thing. Accessibility to digital technologies makes engaging diverse learners possible. Augmented reality, virtual reality, artificial intelligence, it's there, it's emerging. Those digital technologies makes engaging possible. It does. Having augmented reality classrooms, having virtual reality, even having remote classrooms. It means if you're a diverse learner, you can learn. It is there. It is available to you. But the initiatives need to happen inside of school hours, when students are engaged, when students are on site, so that they are exposed to the STEAM literacies. Because STEAM is fun. It's hands-on. It's real world. And my final point, technology landscape is exciting. I can't wait. The whole reason I chose this topic is because I'm going to be a technologies teacher. And I'm looking at the technologies that are coming, the literacies that I get to share with the students, and I'm excited for the future. I just hope that the curriculum can be on track, can be implemented, that diverse learners are continually engaged with those emerging technologies, as well as the students who don't have an existing interest, that don't have time or capacity to pay, will be engaged because they're engaged during school hours, increasing STEAM literacies and meeting that future demand. Thanks.